Guys, when I did the command block tutorial a few days ago, I actually ended up missing a few commands. Let me go ahead and fix that. What's up, Agent Zero here? Welcome back to another Minecraft Pocket Edition beta update video, and we've actually got a brand new beta updates, which means skins are back. So yeah, that's been fixed, but unfortunately we actually lost a command. We lost the particle command, unfortunately. So if we go ahead and press this button right here, nothing is happening. If we go inside here, unknown command in the previous output tab. Unfortunately, we lost it because of the update to the beta, but I'm sure the developers are probably working on fixing that. I'm not quite sure why it was removed. Most likely a bug. But anyway, in that video that I did on command blocks and the commands, there's not 10 commands that were added. There were 13, and all 13 were present in the game at the time of the video. I just missed 3 of them, and in this video I'm going to be showcasing what these other 3 commands are. Now, I know for a fact today is supposed to be my day for redstone, but you guys don't have to worry about that. That will return next week, so you guys don't have to worry about that. I just didn't feel like waiting another full week just to tell you guys what these commands are, and I'm pretty sure when the next brand new update comes out, which is going to end up being 1.2, I'm sure they're going to add a few more commands, which I'm going to most likely be covering those when the time comes. But right now, let's go ahead and focus on the 3 commands that I missed. And the first one is the stop sound command. And first off, you might notice there's actually text above this command block. When I did the original showcase of this world, which this is the exact same world that I did for the command block showcase, I actually showcased a text box in the GUI called hover note, and I actually managed to figure out what it did, and this is what it did. You just type in what it is you want to be above the command block, and it'll actually show that text. Now, this box does in fact have a 15 character limit, so you do have to be careful what you put in there, because obviously if you put something in too long, it won't fit. Now, let's go ahead and get straight into the actual commands themselves. The first one is actually the stop sound command, which is actually in this command block right here. This is how you type it in, and if you guys weren't already aware, you do not actually have to type in the / into the command input boxes, so you don't have to worry about that. So this is the command itself. That's all it does. And inside this command block, well, I had the sound effect of the Ender Dragon growling. So I'm going to press this button, and the reason why I'm saying this right now is because I'm warning you guys right now, you may want to turn your volume down if you're wearing headphones, unless of course you actually do want your eardrums blown out, because the Ender Dragon can sometimes be a bit loud. So 3, 2, 1, and as you heard, the Ender Dragon's growl came out, and then shortly after, it got stopped immediately. It got stopped short. That's because of the stop sound command. That's exactly what it does. I explain the play sound command in a bit more detail in the other video. Make sure I have a link to it in the description if you guys want to check out the other 10 commands that I showcased, which I'm still not proud of myself that I missed these 3. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is look at the test for command. The test for command is actually in this repeating command block right here. Here's what's going on. Test for command is reading for certain instances to happen. In this case, it's waiting for a cow entity. And I have this set to repeat in always active, because as soon as a cow spawns, is going to activate. Now, the way that the test for command works is that if the test for command returns true, then you make sure that you have a comparator output from the side of it, and that goes into your output. So as soon as this block detects a cow, this comparator will turn on, turning this lamp on. And inside of this command block I have right here is obviously summon cow. And as soon as I press this button, it's going to summon a cow, this command block is going to register that the cow is there, send power to this lamp. So let me go ahead and press this button right here, and it summons the cow, and of course our lamp is now on. That's exactly how the test for command works. Now, there are a lot of strings that you can set up for this. You can set it up so that it's going for like players, random players. You can set it up so that it's a specific player if you really want to. All you have to do is set to @p, and then I think you put in player name equals and then whatever the player name is. It's actually a bit of a complicated command. I highly recommend you actually go online and read up a bit more about it on your own, because even I had a little bit of trouble trying to figure this out, but I did the best I could to not only explain but also exemplify how it works. So let me go ahead and kill this cow, and he drops his items, and I have a second command box up to destroy the mob drops from that cow. Now the last command that I want to talk to you guys about is called the spread players command, and this is also another complicated command, but if you know how to use it properly, it's actually very useful for map makers. And the command in Pocket Edition is actually much different than it is inside of PC, but I'm going to do what I can to explain how this works. So this is exactly how the command should work. However, it should always be one line of a command. So you're spreading, so it's /spread players and then XZ and then 2 integers. So let me go ahead and explain what is going on. So X and Z is the center point of the spread. So wherever it is that you want the possibility of your players to get teleported for spreading, this is the center point, like I said, where it is. And Y is actually not necessarily for this command. As you know, it says Y is not needed. It only cares about X and Z, and if you're on a survival world of some sort, it will actually spawn players accordingly towards Y, so they don't suffocate inside of a cave or a wall or something. So that is very important. And then min spread and max spread is how far apart the actual players will be spread, and these are both numbers. So this is the X and Z distance between the two of them. So it can be 1 block apart, or it can be a large number of blocks apart. Now, the minimum distance and the maximum distance can go from negative 30,000 to 30,000, which I know is a really large number, but this is how it works. It's negative 30,000 to 30,000 as a minimum to a maximum. That's how it works. Now, there will be a world download in the description if you guys want to go ahead and check out the remainder of this world for yourself. It will be an updated map, and I'm going to be updating the link in the description of the other video as well. But that's going to have to do it for this video. I do apologize that I missed these commands in the original video, but I just kind of overlooked a few things because I was only looking at one particular tweet, and it actually failed to mention these 3 commands, so I missed them. But I did finally do some research after looking at the changelog and found out about these 3 commands, and I felt it important to go ahead and tell you guys what these commands are. But again, that's going to have to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Well, more than make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCPU0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Studios. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I will see you guys later.